U-boat Spezia cocktail. Nice.
Welcome. It's another great day to be alive and another great day for playing a little Atlantic Chase. And in this today we're going to actually look at a two-player scenario played solo. And the designer here includes in his nice fat two-player scenario books here. Let's see, how many books are in this thing? There's the rule book, one. Course, that's about 62 pages. There's the tutorial book, which is about another 50 pages. Then there's the solo scenario book, and then there is the two-player scenario. So that's 4 manuals there for you. All right, so today we're looking at the two-player scenario, and the designer makes an interesting. The scenario book makes a nice little note: solitaire. The scenarios in this book may also be played solitaire. To do so, you take on the role of both sides, switching sides. With each change, get that in the camera, in initiative, pushing the action forward by making what seems to be reasonable decisions from the current point of view of the side with initiative. There is a long tradition of playing war games this way, and doing so means the story depicted by the game is more important than striving to make one side win. However, if that is not to your liking, an entire book of scenarios is provided in Atlantic Chase, the Solitaire Scenarios book. It is designed for the lone gamer who prefers an artificial intelligence rather than relying on one's own narrative. Okay, there you have it. So, popping in, let's just take a little gander at OP1. August 1939. Appeased once, the Nazi Fuhrer now makes threatening gestures toward Poland. Britain has pledged an alliance with the beleaguered nation, but the Fuhrer refuses to back down. Britain and Germany prepare for war. The German ocean liner Bremen is in New York and receives a cipher from Berlin, instructing it to disembark its 1,000 passengers and launch for home. It is now in the Kriegsmarine. Realizing the usefulness of that ship, the Royal Navy scrambles to intercept her. If Britain manages to capture her, it will rob the Fuhrer of an important military asset before the war heats up. As the curtain rises, war has not yet begun. Okay. The initiative is with Germany. Let's see, the weather is good. Norway is neutral. Ignore its ports, they have no effect in play. France is neutral, ignore its ports and air bases in the Bay of Biscay. Even after war is declared in this scenario, they have no effect on play. New York is a neutral port. It has no effect on play. It is not an intel trigger for either side. All right. So, special instructions. The war has not yet started, but it may during this scenario. Until it starts, battle may not be fought, and no airstrikes are allowed, but air support is allowed. Engage action results in that trigger battle are Engage action results that trigger battle are ignored, unless the Bremen is the target task force, in which case the Bremen is captured and the scenario ends. Bremen alone. Here's a new rule. Another rule: the Bremen may not be in a task force with any other ship. Weather check. Here we go. Each time a weather check is made, if the die roll is 1, Germany has invaded Poland and Britain has declared war against Germany. Battles may now be fought and airstrike actions are permitted. Provocation. Before the war has been declared, engage actions may provoke war. Case 1. The engage action is performed and the result would trigger a battle. Roll a die. If the number rolled is 1, war is declared and the battle must be fought. If the Bremen is the target task force, then the scenario ends instead. Britain wins regardless of provocation. Case 2. If British players' task force declares an engage action in a hex with Murmansk, Kiel, or Wilhelmshaven, roll a die. Do this before performing the engage action. If the number rolled is a 1, the action sparks a diplomatic incident and war has started. German player automatically wins this scenario. If any other number conduct the action normally. Murmansk. If the Bremen completes in Murmansk before war has been declared, it may be confiscated. Roll a die. If the number rolled is a 1, the Soviets confiscate the Bremen. If any other number, they allow it to refuel and it remains in the Kriegsmarine. In either case, the scenario ends. Subtract -1 from the die roll if the British performed an engage action during this scenario. If the Bremen completes in Murmansk after war is declared, she is not confiscated. No die roll is necessary. Okay. And the scenario ends when the Bremen is either captured or performs a completion action in Kiel, Wilhelmshaven, or Murmansk. It is captured via an engage action. If completing in Murmansk, the Bremen may be confiscated. Oh, yeah, okay, we went all over that. Okay, now while we're at it, rather than going over to the little task force board, they were nice enough to print it up for us. So in this corner, we have the British. In that first task force, we have Royal Oak, Nelson, and several cruisers of light and regular. Task Force 1, or the next one with the white stripe, is Berwick and Suffolk. I do need to point this out. Let me show you. You may notice that I have little X's drawn on the torpedo on the counters there. That is apparently there was a discussion that the Kent class cruisers got refitted, and when before this or after, I'm not sure when, but they no longer have torpedo capability by this time, and that is kind of an error in the counters. And so I put a little X on there to remind myself, first editions, you know, you love them. Okay, and what did I say? Yes, that was the cruisers in that task force, and then the next, the two-stripe task force, there are two cruisers that do have torpedo capability. And for the Germans, oh, there's even a counter for the Bremen. Isn't that cool? And we have our old pal, the Graf Spee, in that other task force. And we do have some reinforcements down here, the Köln and the Königsberg, which we might get brought in or might not. We don't know. We're actually not playing either side here, so we're just going to kind of play it out and see it here. He says here in the little notes, it's a good teaching scenario since it restricts battles and airstrikes, and decisions are limited given the peculiar but interesting situation and the paucity of forces available. An experienced player can use this to teach a newbie the ropes. Newbie. We're using newbie in these books now, aren't we? Okay. I see what you're doing about. All right, so here we go. Germany has the initiative. Well, tell you what, if I was Germany and I was the Bremen, I would start hightailing it to across the pond, would you? All right, and I'm not going to show you that. I'll bore you with that. Or that is to say, no, let's try that again. Okay, here's the trajectory I came up for him. I have I've kind of forgotten. I know a little bit about the Bremen thing. I'm not sure what course they took, but I'm gonna have him rocket around this way, trying to avoid kind of air cover range. That might be a good move for him. I'm not sure. For the Graf Spee, I think I'm gonna do something like this. Like here, and I'm just going to kind of park in this area like so, just so I can, like, if I'm sure they go this way, but you know, kind of box them out in a sense. And after that, should I actually do anything, or should I go searching for guys? Nah, just put intel markers on me at this stage of the game. So I think it's time to pass. We're going to pass using the Bremen, and it is a fast task force. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're on our way. We passed the British. We roll the die. Remember, war could break out here. It does not, but the weather does turn bad. And let's go ahead and put my launch tokens over here so I can remind not to do anything airstrike wise. All right, so British. What shall we do as the British? What I'm gonna do first we're going to use the fast task force to be kind of our search engine. Web crawler, of course. We'll go ahead and go in there, mix it up. Do I want to get them kind of on the back end there? I might. Or do I just want to park and wait? Let's park and wait this time. He'll go up in here. Now, let's get everyone in on the action. This guy, I think we'll use him as kind of a foil. For here, like so. Now we do have air. He is an airstrike range. We've got to be careful there. But we're not at war yet, so we're not going to worry too much about that right now. And finally, we got this other. Tell you what, we will do this. He's coming up, and he will provide coordination. Now, I didn't get my, when we were the Germans, we did not bring him up in here to be coordination. The problem with that is I end up deducting these, if I coordinated, they deduct those trajectory segments from him, and we want the Bremen at this point to be rather longish and in a nice big fat column when they do their naval search, which is exactly what they would do. Let's go ahead and mark it out so we can not screw up. Active force, coordinating task force, searching that square there. There is no, remember this base does not exist, and besides it's bad weather anyway, they couldn't do it even if they wanted. So, what have we here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And these are both the same length, 5, so it wouldn't matter which one I picked. So we are in the 16 column. The highest column there is in a naval search, right here. The coordinating task force will, though, provide a +2 to their die. So, we roll Navy search time. A 4 + 2 is a 6. That is going to be a early or late result. Brings this out. And now we can choose whether to eliminate just that or all of that. And, you know, I'm actually inclined to take away that. Because that will just force him to go in here and maybe get an intel marker. We got him sort of where we want him. Now, will the British do anything else? I kind of doubt it. Well, wait. Hang on. They did their time lapse. We haven't done time lapse yet. This feed is... Oh, it's a roll of dice. We got to roll of dice when we do it. We'll start with this one. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Throwing parts everywhere. And now for this one. Because, yes, I do get to time lapse this one because... where's my 8? Who organizes this place? I want answers. Okay. All good there. And time lapse all designated task force except the target task force. So it's a coordinated task force, and that's why you do coordinated task force. In addition to the modifier, even though it like it like can be more trajectories for you. It does allow you to time lapse. 1. Okay. Okay, now the Germans get to attempt to seize the initiative. I think it's seize and not buy. Let me double check that. Yes. Naval search, seize initiative. They roll 2, need a 9, and they get it. Okay. Okay, well. German time. Excuse me. Oh, I should edit that out, shouldn't I? Well. Time to move on with the Bremen, I believe. Force him to go up if he wants to get me. Now, we could cut off the Mermegs, but let's try a little razzle-dazzle into here. Is that 15? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, that is the maximum a trajectory can be allowed. So we're still not quite where we need to be yet. I almost want to do a Navy search here and do a coordinated task force, and then I'd be able to do both of them. I wonder if I should do that. Hang on. You know what? I don't think I checked weather when it passes the Germans. Weather remains bad. Okay. All right. I could get real cute with naval search there. I don't think I will. I think I'm just going to pass and start getting this trajectory down to where we can see what happens. All right, so they're going to pass, and it's a die roll for their pass, and it's a 5. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, weather roll again. Weather remains bad. Okay, what shall the British do? I think the British are going to just kind of slice right there with a naval search. And we're still out of range with bad weather anyway, so there's nothing. Air has nothing to do with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The 12 column of a Navy search. I think I'm just going to do with that. That doesn't give me any modifiers. I wonder if I should coordinate a task force, but that adds more trajectories. Well, wait a minute. Maybe I can maximize this. No, that would jump me into the next column. I don't think I want to do that. All right, I think I'm just gonna stick with this. Yeah, let's just do a roll. Straight roll, no mods. Let me double check that. Air support, no. Contact marker, no. Baseline, no. Coordination, no. Straight roll on the 10 to 15 column of the Navy search. 5, not so hot. That's going to be an early late, as usual. I'm going to pop this out, and I suspect they would do this. All right. Time lapse for them. I roll a die for that. 2. Well, that's exactly what we needed. I could put it here, but we're just going to put it here. Oh, if I'm smart, I would set up a little net for them. but not right now. Okay. This allows the Germans to roll for initiative. They're not going to get it. I get a bonus to the next one. And as usual, the cat and mouse continues. Slip in there. See, I should make a little net and try to get them. We'll go there. Okay. Do I want to do anything with the other task force? Do I want to try to bring it? No, I think I just want to pound and go fat and just keep going. It's been working for us so far, so we're going to pass for the Germans. Rolling a dice. 1. Wow, not so much. All right, we pass. The British roll for weather. 3. Weather remains bad. Okay, now what do we do? Whoops, I don't know why that's there. Let's see. I'm gonna try. First, we'll get him kind of going backtracking. Just because I like to watch it. Put a whole bunch of trajectories everywhere. And what about that guy up there? Should we just we might do something like this. We're just all over. Okay, now where do I actually want to do something? I think I'll mess with this guy. Okay, this is kind of hard to, the map's kind of hard to read. Tell you what. Naval search here. Active force will be there. It's going to add long trajectories, but that's okay. I'm going to coordinate with him. I'll get a chance to pass and time-lapse with him. So we'll go ahead and do that. Probably want to do it because... Oh, nope. Airplanes are grounded, so it don't matter. Question is, do I want to coordinate task force with... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'd be in the 10 column. Coordinating task force would shove me down. Wait, no. Okay, so they're going to use, because they're coordinating, they're going to have, let's see. Okay, let's get this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The coordinating task force is going to be the one we have to use. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, I can actually afford to coordinate with these guys. So it's 20, and now it's down. We're still in the 16 column when they roll. So maybe that's not such a bright idea. But we're doing it anyway. Oh, well. Live and learn. The coordination, bad weather for the target player. What? Active player, +1. Negated by my coordinating task force. So it's going to be a straight roll on the 16 table. I do believe I've calculated that correctly. I roll a 6. And a 6 is a early late. So, boing. And boing. Like that. All right, well, all designated task forces get the time lapse. Except the target. So that includes me, or I'm not me. I'm not me. You know me, right? Yes, I know you. Okay. Well, we'll do the Germans first. And it's bad weather, so we're going to roll. They're going to remove 1. I wonder where I should move it. I'll take that one out. Let's see. The British. We'll roll for this short one. All right, I get my choice of where I want my task force. And I'm going to go ahead and pop them right here. Like so. And meanwhile, that leaves this guy. Rolling a dice. 4. Do I want to be up here or do I want to be down there? If I take these away, I don't have to move or add trajectories to get into another naval search. If we do happen to keep, you know what? Let's just do that. Let's see what happens. So we'll do that. That's the intel. They're going this way. They're going that way. We don't know. Okay. So everybody is time-lapse, correct? I think I got it all right. I think everything is in order here. Let's make this a little more neater. It looks more like an arc. All right, it's time for the Germans to attempt to seize the initiative, which they do not. So, yeah, just like I said, the British will have another shot at this. And do we want to coordinate this time? Let's think about this. Okay, here's where we get all maths. First thing we're going to do, we're going to extend this trajectory into here, like so. And the reason we're doing that is because, let's see, who do I want to do this move? I mean, who do I want to be the active? I guess it doesn't matter because both are going to be tell you what, we'll just make him the active task force. Well, we know what he's searching. There's no question about that. Here's the coordinating task force. And this is where the mathies comes in. The trajectory total would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have to use the longest one, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We subtract these 3 as the coordinating, which brings it back, 14 minus 3 is 11, which still keeps them in the same column. See, that's how you figure that stuff out. I get the modifier without losing shifting columns. So that's exactly how, I think that's what they had in mind there. So we're still in bad weather. I did check the weather last time. I think I did. Oof. I'll have to go back and check. Yeah. So, coordination. The only modifier is going to be coordination. Bad weather. +1. Target player is not coordinating, so it's just a +1. +1 on the 10 to 15 column of the naval search. 6. Yeah, another early late. So, boink, 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 boink. Like so. All right, both of these will do time lapsing. Start with him with the roll. 1. You. 4. Now where do you want to station? We'll station right here. Like so, yeah. Nice. Okay. Germans once again try to seize the initiative. They get a +2 to try now. Again, they fail. Now we're getting up 3. Okay. All right, now what? Well, I think we're going to go ahead and pop here. Him having 4 trajectories is actually kind of an advantage. We're going to drop down to the lower column. Not going to coordinate because that will shift as a column, which I don't want to do. So there we are. More naval searching. I hope you like naval searching because that's what we're doing a lot of. Okay, we're on the 7 column. Straight roll. 9. Oh, this might be good. Contact. There we go. Now we're starting to cook. Give me the contact mark. Oh, I need a German one. I guess it doesn't matter, but okay. Let's just do it right. Contact right there. With shadowing. All but 3 come off. Fine. Eat that. Time lapse. And here's where we definitely want to, oops, we need to roll die. We may not get it. Can't just assume. 2, yeah, we don't get it. Let's see. Well, the likelihood of us retaining the initiative is pretty low. I'm not sure what to do. 2, where should I take the 2 off? All right, I think he's coming. I don't know. I'm gonna gamble that he is gonna get the initiative next time. So we'll do that. Seize initiative with a +3 now for the Germans. Go. That is a 6, 7, 8, 9. That will finally turn the initiative over to the Germans. And so they roll for weather. There's a 2. The weather remains bad. Okay. So. The cat and mouse continues. Right. So the trajectory I came up with was around here, coming back down. We're still trying to slam into Germany. I'm not too keen on going to Murmansk, quite frankly. Let's plow through. I think that's historically, that's actually what they did. I can't remember offhand. But, we need to, do I want to pass? Yeah, I think I want to pass. The Germans want to pass, that is, and we will roll a die. Oh, nope. See, I tried to avoid that intel marker here. That's why I'm going to this port now. 5. Okay, we like that a lot. Yes, you take these off too. 5. Okay. Contact markers, that is. They do not follow the same thing as intel rules. Okay. We're down here, and the British have the initiative once again. 5. The weather changes to good. Alrighty. That makes things a little more interesting. And I'm surprised through all these weather changes, we haven't declared war yet. Okay. What shall the British do? All right. I'm going to go here. And the reason I'm going here is so that the Germans cannot coordinate on my search. And speaking of coordination, let me do some mathies. This will be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 column. That gives me 2 to play with. I can't really coordinate without shifting a column. I think I want to stay on the, I'm saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I want to stay on this 5 to 9 column. Navy searching right here. And air support. Oh, I can do air support now. And he can't, he can, but it's a 0 modifier from 2 hexes out. Meanwhile, I got me. Yes. We will launch from here. Adjacent. There's the we'll call that coordinated task force. So interesting. So we are on the 5 to 9 column with air support, and which gives us its adjacent hex. So we're actually going to get +2 to this roll. See what happens. Oh, a 10, an 11, and a 12. And that means contact once again. Give me contact. Where are you? There we go. And the real coup de grace, as Daffy Duck would say. It's a station there. Yes, it is. All right. Now, we time lapse. Weather is good. We're definitely going to station up in there. Like so. And now, the Germans will try to seize the initiative. Could I have completed? Oh my ish. Oh my gosh. I may have, well, no. I think I blew a chance to complete back there. Oh well. Live and learn. See the initiative. They're not going to do it. Ah, phooey. I think I could have. I think I was within 6, and I could have made an attempt to complete. Ugh. I think I blew it there. So, they don't seize the initiative. And clearly, at this point, the British have basically one thing they're going to do, and that's going to engage with some air support for the +2. Ergo, rolling on the 0 column for the +2. 6, 7, 8 is going to be the battle. The battle will, when engage actions perform and the result will trigger battle, roll a die. The number rolled as war is declared and battle must be fought. If the Bremen is the target task force and the scenario ends instead, Britain wins regardless of provocation. I need to go back to that tape and see if he had a chance to complete and if I just blew my chance there to bring the Bremen in. But the Bremen is taken. And a quick edit, I went back and reviewed the tape, and no, the Germans had a long trajectory and they rolled a nice long time lapse, but they passed the initiative at that point. And so no, I did not lose because of a boneheaded play on my part for the Germans. British win fair and square. So there you have it. British win in a 2-player scenario here. And thanks for watching.